everyone, my name is Evie Lupine. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have another video for you all. Today we are doing something we've not done for quite a while now, and we're gonna react to YouTube content. I know, it's scary. I feel like half the time it ends up being really wholesome and nice, and the other half of the time it's a bit of a disaster. So what we're going to be reacting to today is from a YouTube channel called Cut. I could have sworn it was called The Cut, but I don't, maybe that's like a Berenstein Bears thing in my mind. I don't know, but in any case, they are a very popular channel. They have over 11.5 million subscribers. That is just unbelievable, honestly. So they are a really big account. They have been around for a long time, and they have some popular series like Fear Pong and Lineup, which they do have some kinky versions of, and we have watched those on my Patreon streams before. And essentially, they are all videos where you get people into wacky scenarios and then you see how they react. It's very similar to Jubilee, but less political is what I'd say. And they recently came out with a video that is called Kinky Singles Try and Find Love, the Button, which is one of their other series. Now, I had this recommended to me. I'd never seen any of the other Button shows before, or if I did, it was like a long time ago. I didn't really remember how it worked. So I watched a couple of other Button videos in preparation, so I know how they go generally, but I haven't seen this one at all yet. We're gonna get my full undiluted reaction here live in the moment, and I'm hoping we're gonna have some kinky folks finding love, but we'll find out. Let's go ahead and get into it.
What's the kinkiest thing you've ever done?
I'm very into the kink community, so
Okay.
tying people up, clamps, peeing on people.
Would you ever be into someone peeing on you?
Okay, I know I know we're like 10 seconds in, but I do want to comment that I love both their outfits, and they have very opposite but equal energy. I'm kind of wondering if the queen tattoo is a kink thing. It could be completely unrelated, but you'd be surprised how often tattoos come up in videos about kinky people on YouTube. But yeah, anyways, gonna go ahead and explain how the button works, and then the actual video will start.
Welcome to The Button, a speed dating show. When the button lights up red, either player may press it and swap out their date for a new person.
Get out of here.
If two people can last on a date for 10 minutes, they win an all expenses paid second date.
This is the button.
Hi,
My name's Gabriel.
I'm Lonnie. Hi.
Good to meet you.
You too.
Fun fact about Gabriel. Sometimes he farts during sex.
Okay, that's a gross misrepresentation.
You fart during sex?
Not regularly. The time that I lost my virginity, I was terribly nervous.
Okay.
And I just farted out of nervousness, and she laughed at me.
How did that even end?
I'm gonna predict something about Gabriel here. I'm getting strong, and then that unlocked something in me vibes from this, like he has a farting kink or something like that, which wouldn't be that unusual. It's not really talked about a lot in the lifestyle scene, but certainly things like armpits, farting, other bodily functions outside of water sports are a lot of people's kink, and I'm getting possibly that sense. But it's wild that was the first thing they went for. Like, I do wonder when they make these videos, like, how do they do it, right? They must have some kind of form or list you fill out of like weird facts about me, and then from there they pick what episode you're gonna go into or what the subject's going to be. They're getting a lot of very personal information here very quickly.
It was just very much over at that point. I mean, there's really no coming back from that.
What are you two looking for in a relationship right now?
I mean, I was like monogamous for a long time, and now I'm not. I'm just kind of enjoying being single and dating around, to be honest with you. What about you?
I might answer, but I can't do the dating around.
I see.
Okay, you know what? That's actually really fair. I find it interesting that the farting part of that had seemingly no impact because, you know, we're all kinky here. It's the poly versus mono dilemma. I think let's just sidebar about this one for a second because it does come up a lot in comments and in live streams and things. A lot of people assume that the kink community is all poly, open relationships, everyone is sleeping around and has 5 partners, and they're in like a polycule or a harem or something. In reality, that's not really how it is. Like, yes, there are more open relationship and polyamorous people in the kink scene, but I think it's more that it seems visible, and so it seems like it's everyone, when really it's a good mix. And I will say, if you are part of the lifestyle scene and you're going to parties and events, a lot of people that are strictly monogamous will not go to those because they believe looking at other people with a sexual interest is cheating, or looking at porn is cheating, or anything like that. Like, it gets too uncomfortable too quickly for a lot of, like, very strict monogamous folks to be in that kind of environment. And so they don't tend to stick around outside of maybe like social events or munches, but I definitely know monogamous couples that are in the BDSM scene, but they're more comfortable maybe with seeing certain things or having their partner look at certain things. So it really depends, but yeah, I would say the kink scene and kinky people more broadly is a mix of people who are monogamous and people that are poly or open. And I would say, if we're looking at anyone who's ever tried kink or people that are interested in kink, the vast majority are going to be monogamous. I don't know how the percentages would work out for actual lifestyle people that are going to parties and events. I imagine it might be somewhere between 25 to 75%, depending on what subcategory of BDSM you're looking at. But yeah, you can't assume anything about anyone being kinky and then being into open relationships or dating around. Not that like dating around is really poly per se, and that's like a whole other conversation, is like people in the kink scene saying they're poly but then not really knowing the difference between that and being open or dating around or having like casual friends with benefits relationships. Anyways, again, a whole other conversation. Let's get back to the video.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
What are your red flags?
Ooh, this is such a good question. Also, love her vibe. I don't know how they manage it. I feel like on cut videos, everyone has such an interesting aesthetic and such a unique style. And I also love watching the videos just because of that. I love getting to see everyone's fashion sense. But yeah, good question actually, red flags. And I'm curious to know what the answer is going to be here.
I can get pretty hot-headed.
Okay.
When I'm mad, I don't want to talk.
I feel like that's more mature than trying to like be heated in the moment. For me, probably that I make everything into a joke, like I do stand-up.
What's your best joke right now?
It better be funny.
I have a joke about how collecting lovers is like collecting rocks. Like, you can never have too many. If you bring a certain number back through your apartment, like your leasing agent gonna start looking at you kind of funny, like, damn, this bitch got a lot of rocks. It's stupid. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Can I ask why?
You're not my type.
What's your type?
Thicker women.
No hard feelings. I got a plywood board body.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Leilani.
Leilani, I'm Sid. What kind of music are you into?
Everything except for Screamo.
I feel like there's 2 versions of this, and it's either like, I like everything except for Screamo, and it's like, has Screamo even been a genre since like 2010? Like, Screamo was dying while I was in high school. And you also hear people will say something like, I like everything except for country music and rap. Like, it's either one of those 2, and it's like, do you really like every kind of music? Like, kind of, I feel like it's a cop-out answer. Like, give me some artists here, give me some genres you actively like, not just what you don't like. It's just like one of my pet peeves when I talk to people about music on dating apps is they won't actually give a committal answer, and I don't like it. Like, commit to something, you know, give me some names, give me some concerts you went to, come on. Give me more to work with here, especially when it's the first question somebody else is asking. That probably means music is pretty important to them, and that wouldn't surprise me with Sid's whole vibe.
I'm more of like into like dark wave, kind of like,
What's dark wave?
so it's like sexy dungeon, like club music.
Okay.
Wow. How do you two handle pain?
Piercings and tattoos don't hurt for me. I have my nipples. My nipples didn't even hurt. It hurt after.
It hurt after, yeah. I just recently got one of my nipple rings ripped out, and that hurt.
So you have no nipple?
No, I have a nipple. It
Oh,
just
okay.
like kind of has like a little split in the center of it.
Oh.
I just got caught on the door and it just ripped it right out. Anyway,
Are you two vibing with each other?
I am, but I don't think it's going any further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Leilani.
I like how they're just like, I mean, we're vibing, but it's not going anywhere. Very honest answer. So let's see how this couple does.
Tattoo says queen, huh?
I am a queen. I'm also divorced.
Interesting.
Yes.
What's the kinkiest thing you've ever done?
Probably be like tied up with rope or like handcuffs.
I'm very into the kink community, so
Okay.
tying people up, clamps, peeing on people.
Oh my, isn't this just... I'm laughing because I'm like, oh yes, this is... I've had this experience before where I don't ask like what's the kinkiest thing you've ever done, but I definitely have gone on dating apps and matched with people that I can see on their profile they say they're kinky, and then when we get into talking about it, it's like, oh yeah, like I'm into tying people up, and I like the idea of maybe like wearing a collar, like that would be really hot, and I'm like, so anyways, last weekend I like just there's like, and it's not a superiority thing, right? It's never like I'm like kinkier than thou and my kink is better because it's more deep and complex than yours is. Oh, I can't stand that. I think that there should always be room for lighter kink play and more sensual kink play and just going with what works for you, not what's like the heaviest, hardest thing to do ever. But it is interesting we have such a different level of experience, and one person is like, I've kind of explored over here, and you're like, well, last weekend for my birthday I did a hook pull and la la la. Like, you can just be in such different places, even if what you're looking for, and this is definitely me, like I've explored lots of very deep, dark, edgy kinks and done all of that, but the vast majority of what I like about BDSM is the emotional connection and the intensity of that emotional exchange, and that can be done in a way that is both very light and sensual and also very deep and takes a long time to recover from. So yeah, I get it, but it's like, oh boy, I wonder how this is gonna go.
Elizabeth, would you ever be into someone peeing on you?
Definitely not.
It was a special occasion.
I really like this tattoo you have. Can you tell me about that? Is it... Oh, I didn't realize it went red. Why'd you press the button?
I think you're just a little too shy for me.
You'd be surprised once you get to know me.
You shouldn't have said no to pee.
Yeah.
Should have said no to me.
You'd be very surprised.
What do you like to do?
I'm really into baking,
Oh.
which is hilarious because I don't actually like sweets that much.
No, I feel the same way, because sometimes I like try to pawn it off to my roommates.
So do you still live with roommates then?
I still live with roommates.
Are you looking forward to having a place of your own?
I probably will stick with having roommates. 'cause
You like roommates?
I go a little crazy if I'm alone. But
I don't want to live with anybody. I don't like roommates.
okay.
I feel like such a, like, truly.
I feel like everyone on this show says that. Like, whenever I watch this show, is people, after they go through a couple of rounds of being the first one to buzz someone, they go, oh my gosh, am I a mean person? Is this okay that I'm doing this? It causes a lot of, like, existential crisis. It's actually kind of like the buzz, a little bit of emotional sadomasochism on its own in a way. But, yeah, all right, let's see this next couple.
Hi, I'm Reno.
Hi, Reno.
Fun fact about Reno, they like to step on their partners.
Oh yeah, that's fun. You seem like also a kinky person. Is that a correct read?
I am. That is a big part of my life, but like I'm also interested in other things.
What are you passionate about?
I've kind of always wanted to be like a smoky jazz lounge singer.
Ooh.
Can we hear you sing a little?
Gloomy is Sunday, with shadows I spend it all. My heart and I have decided to end it all.
Dang. That was pretty fucking good.
Reno, are you attracted to Sid?
Button, I don't know. Attraction's hard.
It's okay.
I feel that. I feel that. I know what that's like. It's like, wait, what am I feeling right now? This isn't, is it romantic? Is it platonic? Is it something else? It's not sexual. It's never sexual, but it's always, everything else is always a big question mark. So I get it. They have a beautiful voice. I love it. That was a really nice treat to have in this video, but attraction is difficult. It is for sure.
I want to be your friend. Oh, really bad. You're so fucking
Hit the button.
Okay.
Come here, come here.
This is literally the worst. Okay, guys, you're like really cool.
Oh, that was sweet. I like that. See, they can exchange FetLife handles or email addresses or phone numbers after this, right? They can always go to each other and be like, hey, you were on that show. You want to be friends? You want to hang out? You want to bake together? That would be fun. I enjoy that. Yeah. The little hug there. That was really sweet. I like that. Good stuff. All right. Will this be the final couple? I don't think so, but only time will tell.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well.
Do you smoke weed a lot? No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I'll do edibles. I hope you find who you're looking for. You too.
Wait, did this turn from finding kinky people into trying to find daily weed smokers? I feel like there is overlap between those two groups, but definitely not the same thing. So I do wonder, like, does the cut come up with the narrative for what the episode theme is going to be after they've already done it? Like, they don't realize originally it's going to be like kinky people, but then it becomes that. I would have assumed that they were on purpose trying to match kinky people, but it sounds like maybe that's not the case. Not sure here. Not sure what's going on here in the last half of the video.
Hi.
How are you doing? I'm good. How are you?
So good. Do you like EDM? This is so important to me. I'm
EDM,
sorry.
like
Yeah.
music?
Yeah.
I think it's fun to dance to.
Okay, I hate it.
Okay,
I hate
okay.
it so much.
I mean, it's not my favorite type of music, but I can dance to it.
You're not one of those people that only listens to EDM.
No.
Okay.
I dare you to hold hands, look at each other. Don't say a word for 20 seconds.
As someone who's autistic, eye contact is hard for me, but
Okay. If you need to look away.
no,
Okay.
I'm open to trying hard things.
Cool.
So.
Okay. Oh, you have nice hands.
Clock is starting.
Oh, I can't talk.
How'd that feel?
Good.
Very vulnerable, but nice.
Very vulnerable. I know. I am not a person with autism, but like I've dated a lot of people with autism, so it's really comforting to hear that actually.
Why shouldn't someone date you two?
I'm too honest. It's really hard when like somebody's like, do you like these shoes? And I'm like, no.
I think that somebody looking to date me should be aware of like my past and like
Yeah.
what I've gone through. I mean, I have been in recovery for like multiple reasons, and I'm doing really well now. I was dealing with a pretty severe eating disorder that I was in recovery for about 6 months. And there are some other issues too that I've been dealing with, just drugs and not being nice to myself, and I don't know, it can be a lot for someone to handle.
I mean, congratulations. First of all, I was never diagnosed with an eating disorder, but definitely have experienced some disordered eating, so that's not something that is like scary to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's really good to hear.
Describe the energy you both are feeling right now.
I mean, I'm kind of nervous, but I feel like I'm able to be open with you and that you won't be too freaked out by anything that I'm about to say. What about you?
I'm shaky.
Me too, me
As
too,
fuck,
yeah.
literally. Did you see this? It's crazy.
So I'm gonna light up one more time. If you don't press me, I'm gonna consider it a match.
There she goes. Turn off.
All right, so I guess the end of this is that no kinky people find love. I can't remember. I don't think either one of them brought up like being particularly kinky at all. So I feel deceived by this title. Like, I don't know. I feel like when I've watched some of the other videos from Cut, they felt very manufactured at the end. Like, you never actually see them doing the 10-minute thing they're supposed to do, where it's like, oh, can you have a conversation for 10 minutes without pressing the button? Like, that never ends up happening. It's always like, oh darn, we're at the end now, we gotta race forward on this. And that could be the editing, I guess, but it just, I don't know, feels a little contrived. I don't know, but they do get a free date out of it, so it could be worth it. I just feel like this ended up being very different at the end than I expected. Like, I wanted somebody that was like a dom and a sub to find each other like 2 switches. Like, that would have been my dream, is like 2 switches being like, I've always wanted to bottom for this, and I've always wanted to top for that. But we didn't actually really like talk about kink at all. Cut. You deceived me. The kinkiest thing that happened was the first question. And it wasn't even a question, it was a statement about somebody farting during sex. And we didn't even get to explore that, it just died. I'm upset about it. I'm local. If you're still in Seattle, I'll drive up there. Have me be on this show. I will show you the way. I will show you the kinky way, Cut. I think that's going to be it for this video and my thoughts around this Cut video. I was so excited for it, and it ended up being kind of disappointing. Sort of in the middle of the 2 usual things I get when I react to kink content. Either it's like really wholesome and great, or very cringy, and this one was just kind of, I don't know, a letdown, I suppose. But let me know what you think in a comment down below. Should I do more videos like this? Because there are definitely other Cut videos that are with kinky folk in them. So let me know what you think, again, in a comment down below. If you have not already and you would like to, please do subscribe, because I make videos twice a week about all sorts of kink and BDSM related topics. And finally, if you want to support what I do, the best way you can do is Patreon. A link to that will be down below. If you do already support me there, thank you so much. It means the absolute world to me. And until I see you all next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.